defenses in his back here, a tank, a small bunker, 3/4 loaded, fantastic. I'm starting to break down my rocks here because I'm going to expand. I want to have this path free up here instead of moving right through the middle, getting my third. I think my money is starting to build up and I cannot really spend it in a good fashion. I'm spreading even more creep. There we go, I'm actually taking a fourth as well since, well, I have the money, I might as well spend it. Producing 20 zerglings, a couple of mutalisks as well I have here and a lot of overlords. Make sure not getting capped. And I want to do some poke around, so I move up here. But I think he saw my spire, there we go, so he knows I have a turret. And I'm just 2 seconds late. If I would have been slightly earlier, this tower wouldn't finished and I would be able to damage him a lot more, but move away, too few mutalisks to take that fight. Instead I continue to macro, building up some armies, spending my gas, which is of course really easy as zerg, just making mutalisks, and it will go away. But I force him to spend a lot of minerals on turrets, because he doesn't feel safe up here, since he knows, and he does something that he thinks is really strong probably. He's getting some anti-air in the form of Vikings, which in my opinion is probably a mistake. I pick away one SV there. I don't really think Vikings is worth... oh my, this is laggy. I don't think it's worth getting this, because mutalisks really kill him fast. He needs a lot of Vikings, and of course he will never be able to keep up with my mutalisk count and be able to actually build something else. And as you can see, I got a queen here, got my third back, I got my fourth back up, producing queen here as well, and continues to spread creep up this left path, starting to go into the middle path there on the high ground, and as on the right path here as well, to be able to have high road straight to his base. And I'm rallying a lot of zerglings, and as you can see, my macro is really stripping now. I have a lot of minerals. I cannot really spend it because my macro is awful. I'm not using this. Poor queens. This queen I have a lot of energy as well now. I have a queen here, but now I have 4 bases, which will help me a lot. I will get a lot of more larvas. And I continue to poke in here with my mutalisk force, or maybe not. They'll go somewhere someday. Have some more in the base, they should be rallied up to them, of course. I have zerglings in the middle, and I do feel quite safe, even though I don't know what he got here, but I know that I am on 4 base and he is on 2. So if we have a battle and we kill each other, do armor trade, I will be able to reinforce so much faster due to my 4 hatches. My money is really high. I thought I did well, but no. I got these 2, I wanted some upgrades, but I got my infestation pit, I got my hive here, because I want more strength into this army. And as you can see, there is reapers, which might get really annoying, because they can jump over cliffs, and here we'll see what can he do with these reapers, and the answer is pretty much nothing. They die. So I don't know why, but now he's dead. And my mutalisk is flying around, keeping the map control. He can't really move out because he knows that I can dart in. I can go in here with zerglings. I can go in this way with zerglings, really easy. I can fly in. If I fly in like here, kill this tower. I got a free spot here with lots of SCVs. I can pick off supply depots, barracks, add-ons, his command center. So he's really held back into his base, and I do feel like I have this game. I feel how I am really ahead, and there is really nothing he can do, but I do want to wait for him to move out, because if I move in here and he got a great position, that can really turn the tide. So I decided to play the waiting game. I'm macroing up, trying to spend my money, which is not going very well. Maybe I should take a 5th or 6th base as well, maybe some extra hatches, anything to spend, because 3,500 minerals is way more than you should ever have. This queen is so lazy. This queen is not that lazy, just a lot of too lazy. This queen, which is kinda new, is really lazy. And this game is really laggy. I don't know if it will be seen in the video, but I do feel it a lot. Come on, be a nice queen, inject. We can do it, there we go. I'm actually going with, as you can see, my 4 hedges on 4, my 4 queens on 5. So I press 5, we shift, click, and then I click on the map on the 4 hatcheries. That way I only need to check, and I do it always at the same time with all queens. It is not the best way, but it's the best way that I can actually handle. And now we can see I'm maxed. My gas is really low, but I have a lot of minerals, so I will be able to reinforce. Now I start gathering up larva, and as you can see, 54 larva. So if I had to, I could pump out over 100 links, just like that. I have my mutalisks here to spot, because I don't really want to move in. I don't know what you have. And I decide to move up my zerg into. So I thought, yeah, maybe I can do a run by. I see this force moving out, so I wanted to check how strong it was before I engaged. But it feels quite weak. I have 7 ultralisks on the income. Come on, they will reinforce in the middle soon. I have a lot of armors upgrading, the melee damage upgrading is moving in here. If you look at the unit stab, he has 6 Thors, 10 Vikings, 3 tanks, and 10 marines, and 6 Hellions. And this is not a scary force, of course. And I move in while we're engaging. I move in with a lot of zerglings in space. They just attack right in. They can do whatever they want. They are dealing damage. Move in here, and my control is not very good. As you can see, my ultralisks is falling. I had 7. Now I have 2. But on the other hand, oh, where did my poor ultralisks go? And I will tell you, it was not the great force of the Vikings that killed it. It was the Thors on the ground, of course. Then you can see one as my units. I have a lot of links. If you look at the production, no, that's not production. There we go. I have a lot of links coming. Yeah, the Thors was the ones dealing damage. I had a lot of Thors. They shoot on my mutalisks, they die, and it looks like the Vikings was really strong. But I don't think that was a big problem. Of course, my control was really poor that fight. But as you can see in his main, he still have some zerglings here, and I dealt a lot of damage here. His natural is not mining at all. He's outmined in his main. His command center is on fire, and I move in with a lot of zerglings here. Take my 2 extra ultralisks, and now my macro I left slip. I want to control this. I feel safe, but I still continue to produce 14 mutalisks because he has his Vikings here, and they are annoying. And you know, I have the money. And I have the larva, but now my larva is quite low since I made all these zerglings, which deals a lot of damage in this base, and there's nothing you can do about it. These ultralisks really have their kills on the move. 15 kills, 16 kills. This one got 7, and his Vikings, you can see, ultralisks versus Vikings, they die hard and they die quick. And that was this game. I hope you enjoyed it, and it was good to cast something else than a zerg versus zerg for once. And yeah, I'm still waiting to be promoted to the Diamond League, but maybe it will happen someday. Thank you and good night.